さてさて、始めていこう。サクサク始めていこう。そうか。お墓参りだよね。お墓参りの前にさ、サブクエが出てなかった。あったあった。ロストウィンクの前後編クエストの1個目。前編。まあ、ロストウィンクが何のために作られたのかっていう話じゃなかったっけ。
What can I interest you in today? Good day.
Ah, go on. Give it. Of course.
純熟の果て。
Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves or something we need to take more seriously. There is a Do you have him?
ロベール街道ってどっち。3人に聞かなくてもいいんだ。決定的なヒントだけもらえれば即。
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? Run like the wind. You there?
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shields. Here.
Black Shields.
What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn.
なんかこれも援軍ありそうだな。
Don't leave here alive.
しかも70の黒騎士。硬いなこれ。減らない。やっぱり来た来た。来い来い。 サージェント。よいしょ。
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing?
Good day to you, Sid. The crystals we get from the
Clive, I like the and I'm who
And what?
and I and so I meet so I thought that we and I see we what Quinn
パンタンが珍しく長く喋る。
my friends and
俺さ、このクエストしなかったら三国同盟とかどうなるんだろう。達成しないのかな、もしかして。このロストウィングの実験が片付いたからこそ
Trying
の
to change his mind.
バイロンおじさんの、だからあれなんていうの、エクストラクエストみたいなものかね。
that his lordship's vultures should be found circling the
多分そうじゃないと話がね繋がんないもんね、多分。次はダリミル宿場。そうだ、よく考えるとそうなんだよね。なんだい、どんなクエ、あ、もしかして出た、ドレイク・ファングパンだ。
Come, just what's that?
Fly, Ambrosia.
待て待て待て待て待て待て、人影がある。あれナイン・オブ・ナイブスとかじゃなかったっけ、多分。また嫌なとこにいるね。なんだこれ、ああ、ナイン・オブ・ナイブス。まあいわゆる辻斬りみたいなもの。
My blade yet hungers.
いきなり爆破赤い。
Come. Let us feast on your flesh.
毒。
Your feasting days are over.
毒。痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。ダメだ、こんなのやっぱりかわしてないと。なんかまともに受け入れれない。ほい。うい。よいしょ。もう一回。二回か。 バリーン。来た来た来た。飛んでこい。よいしょ。こうか。よいしょ。危ない。もう一つ。全部使っちゃったな。アンダーマイン。どひひ。赤。やばい。やっぱりだと思った。
Be safe.
痛い痛い痛い。毒食らっちゃった。
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
まったく。ただただ通りかかった人間を無差別に殺してただけか。恐ろしい。ドライクファン、いたいた。こんなとこにいたのが危うく殺されるとこだったんじゃない？これね、確か選択肢が出たような気がする。ドレイクフ
Excuse me.
ァングだった場所。
The baker sent me to find.
It's certainly not a bait. Time was the sight of the
I take it you missed.
I hated her. But she was all I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. She was the only... But now she's got my...
何したっけな。これ形に残せばどうだ。思い出は消えない。あ、まあこれにしてもできることはあると喝を入れる。
Focus on the job at hand.
Wait. You've opened...
まあ結果は同じなんだろうけどね。
Suppose you won't be needing an escort.
My carpets
The
have
most fragrant herbs and spice.
ドレイクファングパン。これ確かこれで隠れ家に戻ると確かそんなエピソードが何か発生したはず。このお店はね、もうちょっとしたら店じまいしちゃう。もうこれで戻るかい？他のエリアに行けないこともないんだけどね。そこに敵がいる。敵ってリスキーモブがねいるんだけど、まだマップが出てないから行けない。
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
ここでドレイクファングパン話が
To say it's a noble.
まだあった。ドレイクファングパン。
I'm sure they're looking. Sid! Look what the curse breakers brought back from Dalmekia. Said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Looks sort of funny if you ask me.
I'll be damned.
Have you had one before?
Something smells good. What are we having?
Bombs! And they are good. You should try one.
Eh? A bloody great hole in it. Who ate the rest?
It's supposed to be hollow, silly. Haven't you ever seen Drake's Fang?
よし。アイテムが変わってる。
Well, don't just stand there gawping. It's a relief.
フーゴの死。
Go on then. Finished, are you?
Back, are ya? Bloody rude. Not included. What's that for you, dear?
武器、強いんだ。エンハンスソードプラス4。うん。シルクサッシュ。サンダーストームプラス。
My best work. But
ライトニングロッドプラス。
you can thank me later.
土の激震宝珠プラス。
My best work. That'll do.
それじゃあ一応さ、買った方がいいのかな。15も上がるんだね。憤怒の土塊、土塊。作っちゃえ。
Not bad. If I did
そ
say
し
so myself.
て強化もする。エンハンスソードなんか。
Yeah, that should do you. And
よし、これがね、フーゴクプカを売って作った剣。細いね。あとは更新されてないからミドか。墓参りに行く前にね、でかくなってる鳥。
What do I have to eat to grow as tall as you, Mr. Stelts? just started reading books that don't have any pictures in. If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might
こ
like
こ
to
から
come
ま
with
たは
me.
寄り道が長
Sorry,
い
I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal.
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that.
うまく使われ
First
てる
things first, I need some parts made.
これができればいけるんだけどつって
The sack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Mystery Mystery シールド・オブ・ミスリルとかそういう言い方なのかな。関係ないけどここのこの警備をやってる石の剣、これ英語版を見せてもらったらなんだっけ、カースブレイカーズっていう名前なんだよね。石の剣じゃなくてカースブレイカーズ、かっこいいなと思って。
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will ya?
All right.
そうか、ここでか。プレイヤーの多くを悩ませたという。
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this.
ブラックソーン鉱石じゃなかった。
The
違った
usual
っけ。
full grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in.
ブラ
I
ッ
need
クソーン
materials,
鋼
and
鉄
I've
か
got。my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. We can get this over with.
まあね、1周目はね、オットーと言ったし。
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
ガブと行きましょ
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting
う。あ、
them
なるほ
face
ど、
ya.
セリフが逆転するんだ。そのまんまか。
I'd like to see him
お
try.
前じゃあるまいし。
In your own time.
さあ行くべ。メッソリル。
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
.これで3つ。よいしょ。いけない。よいしょ。4つ。OK。
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat? Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
なるほどね。この話があって今度は家族の話につながっていくのか。帰る家と。
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
トルガル待っててくれたトルガル。よしよし。あれでかいな。なんだこのでかい体は。よいしょ。よし帰ろう。
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You're beat sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
ミドに話をスイッチして次はなんだカブとかミスリル
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rain were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
ロストウィングか。ロストウィングのどっちから行ってもそんな変わんないかな。前はこっちから行ったから試しにね。
Good girl. Faster.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back. Anybody home?
これ何出てきたっけな。もう覚えてない。あ、またか。
This must be our unwanted visitor.
嫌いだわ。
Time to
こ
go.
れ嫌い。 死の宣告。ビーム。危ね危ね危ね。ビーム。痛いよ。ビーム。よいしょよいしょよいしょ。こうやってるしかないもんな。動くなー、逃げられた。いてててて。何使ってくる。また新鮮なんだ。はい、発動して爆発爆発。よいしょよいしょ。終わらんかい。
Enough.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
さあこの助手はベアラーだからさ、あんまりこう出歩かない方がいいではないかと思うんだけどね。この人たちみんなではないか。ベアラーが含まれてるからね。まあいいけど。さて3つ目、盾だ。盾は何だったっけ、もう覚えてないな。
went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is.
あ、わかった。
Add
ハル
any
ポ
more
クラ
of
テ
it
ス
and the
だ。
whole ship would be
ハ
at the
ル
bottom of
ポ
the
クラ
brine
テス
before
の
it
とこ
even
行くんだ。
started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what to do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
It hasn't been.
Thanks to Sid.
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients,
I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking us to help you, perhaps I should too.
ハルポクラテスセカンドヒュポレボレイオスだったっけ。あ、ここでもか。そっか。
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
まあね、これもまあ1周目がね。
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
タルヤさんだったから、ジルと行く。
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia. Now, where's Jill?
Welcome. You've a keen eye. Come back again.
There's talk that the glass...
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that? All anyone ever wants, anyway. Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bushel.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Fresh cuts! Come and get them before they're gone.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to your liking. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
What do you want? And good riddance.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled. I won't have you.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread.
トルガルも食べるって。
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
うん。これ立ち位置逆だったらこの日の当たる場所が逆になるから、そうだね、この立ち位置が一番いいのか。
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
そうか、こんな感じなんだ。おい、トルカル。パイ当たったのかな。美味しいパイは。さあ、これで揃いましたよと。
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other, followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't
とにかく
putting it
何言われ
together
ても
here.
あ
Cramped
褒
enough
め
as
ら
it
れた
is.
っていうポジティブに捉えるのがね
Let's
ミ
take
ド
this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight, just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
終わった。そしてトンズラ王国ミド。クエストが発生。ああ、手紙クエストか。あとこれなんだ。ああ、じゃあ先そっちやりますか。ボムキング。ああ、そう。そんなクエストだっけ。もう一個は手紙クエストか。
Wish I could take one of our birds.
Back, are ya? What's saying for you, dear?
ブレイブチャームプラス。まあ一応作っとけ。
You can thank me later. And
He cracked the crystal too.
3つもか。ブラックデータ。
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
ブラックソーン大好きおじさんが。ね。トルガルのことか。
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
よし行こ
I got your note. You think?
What are you eating?
No. Is that it, boy?
Oh,
That's
then
that's
Dead.
ハルポクラです。
Black, not this one. I need that.
Still, you got
No, so that. I'll shut them.
fuck.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
Look, she's
All and if it may then good.
You're looking.
One. Little one, isn't which? If it's floor and wreck. Oh.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
ボムキング。あそこか。水亀だかなんかじゃなかったっけ。よし、行ってこようかな。ここが、刀鍛冶か。じゃあこっちから。確か盗賊のあれをあれしてこいみたいな。
Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
St. Drake's fang is gone. Oh, mother.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I ever...
そうか、別に真面目に聞かなくていいんだった。クエストは飛ばしていけばいいんだった。思わず聞いてたわ。
Straight home now.
We've got company. Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
いきなり吹っ飛ばされた。トルガル強いな。もう倒したの。援軍出てくるんだろうな。よっしゃ。援軍来るのかと思ってた。来なかった。飛ばす飛ばす。飛ばす飛ばす。次。体力ちょっと減ってるね。まあ大丈夫か。アンテロープでもね、クレシダハイソンの向こう側のアトラス、まあいいか、どうせダメージ食らうから一度戻るか。わかったで。先にマーサーさんだな。
Ready, go?
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Yeah, 一応攻撃はしてくるのか。ちょっと一方的に虐殺に近いものが。トルガルの餌というか。
Now, will it be enough, I wonder?
よかった。
I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
Very big puppy って言ったかな今。
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
大きいけど子犬だなっつってお前は昔から昔のままだなっつって。
Fetch.
このままなんだアトラス戦ってみようか。これで回復して回復しないんだけどほんのちょっとしか。こいつはポーションなしで倒すの無理だと思うな。毎回言ってっけど。いたいた。最初手こずったもんなこれ。セーブしよう。ここまで来んのがめんどくさいからね。さあやるかい。何でやろうか。てだっけ。出た。起動しました。モビルスーツ起動しました。もうめちゃくちゃなんだからもう。痛い痛い痛い痛い。今回はね飛び道具飛ばすやつ持ってないからね。返すやつ持ってないから。まずはアトラスでタイタンでどこまでか。88レベルめちゃくちゃだな。よいしょ。3回。 飛び道具してくんじゃなかったっけ。3回。はい。よいしょ。まあまだ始まったばっかだからね。まあ、ワンミスすると多分体力がね一気に持っていかれちゃうから。まあ、リスクが高いからやっぱかわした方がいいんだよね。セレスチャルフル。かわすか。かわした方がいいのか。あ、生きてる生きてる。動くな動くな動くな。よいしょ。よい。まだ半分も削れてないのか。こっちはもうあと一撃もらったら終わりだね。よいしょ。これだ。これだったね、そういえば。よし。やっぱかわすのが一番安定してるな。タイタンカウンターもできるんだけど集中力がね。多分今の体力から言うと15分ぐらい戦い続けないといけないかな。いきなりセレスチ来いよ。よいしょ。いてててて、食らっちゃった。やばい。これがね、ビビるとね、回避が早くなっちゃう。で真ん中切らないんかい。切った切った切った。はい、セレスチャルスフィア。はいはい、よいしょ。はい、最後によいしょ。 あるはずだから。ちょい行きます。打てない。そろそろ本気でしょと思った。なんでそこで止まる。あ、怖い怖い怖い。さあベルタンス。いいよ。おお、危ないわ。動くな動くな、動かないで動かないで。クラッチで。よくしと。ほいさ。よいしょ。動くな動くな動くな。打たせて。くるくるくる。そこにゴールデンセクションを合わせてくる。よいしょ。いてててて。これはかわす。いいよ。ちょっと回復させて。なんだこの経験値。2レベルまた上がった。おと思ったらオリハルコンだ。ああ、なんとかなったね。この剣欲しい。この剣欲しいよ。いや、シールドの方が欲しいかもしれん。まあこの程度なら何度も戦って経験値欲しいくらいだな。最初はもうこれ絶対勝てないよって思ったけど、まあまあこんなもんか。慣れちゃうと。次が次ボムキングか。一度戻ろう。報告しちゃって。トルガルまっしぐらでしたよ。骨を上げたらトルガルまっしぐら。
You can, aye. In...
So that you. Yeah.
エクスカリバーはもう持ってるからエクスカリバープラスになるのかな。ここで謝礼を聞かせてエクスカリバーを作れるようになればまた面白いんだけど、何にも役に立たんぞっつって作れないじゃん。あるあるエクスカリバー。結局また集めてこないといけないのか。アルテマウェポンの材料がわからん。なんだこれ。あと2つ。これは書が手に入らないとわかんないのかな。なんだって何がいる？エクスカリバープラスグリマルキン。あれか。Andゴーチェと話してこないといけないのか。ハルポクラテスにも話してこない。
That Torgal contingent one here.
Told me she was building a ship.
確かこれは借金返してくれっていうやつじゃなかった。返してきてくれっていう。
Clive, that's and that bits, and you get the man. I'll read that. No, or them.
Rocks.
Rock. I know. Go.
Because. Well,
don't. Wasn't it? But it's.
I started bit props and that.
次はこれなんだ。クエストが発生してる。これも受けておくか。影のなんだっけ、タッチ。
There's talk that the glass.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford?
did you hear?
The gates to heaven calling.
I want to see you again.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and oil of talc?
Milady.
Oh.
あ、なんだ、受けるんじゃないのか。返すんだった。
I'd like to do that.
オットーの話ね。はいはいはいはい。
Go will want to know the stones were delivered.
待って、ついでにボムキングを。どこだっけ、ここかな。違うな。確かここだ。合ってる合ってる。だからここから飛んできた。ここやめてやめて、なんかいたぞ、なんかいたぞ。ここに箱なかったっけ。何か箱があったような気がしたけど、ないか。あれ、なかったっけ。ここがロストウィングのカンタンのとこでしょ。あ、入れない。あ、ごめんなさい、ごめんなすって。誰もいないはず。なんか楽しそうな音楽流れるけども、あれ箱なかったっけな、この通路のどこかに。気のせいか。気のせいでした。はい、ここだ。いたいた。ボムキング。待って待って待って待って待って。いやー、炎で、なんか誘導弾みたいなのでファイガーで、そこはバラバラなのか。 はい、ファイがあ、なんかちゃんと王冠みたいなのついてる。王冠ついてんだこれ。やべ。ファイが浮いた。なんだっけ、キングジャスティス。あ、分身すんの。そうだっけね。で自爆して弾いっぱい撃つの。ほらでファイがブレス。なんだこれ、全然減ってないんだけど。ほんと減らないねこれ。よいしょ。ファイがよいしょ。見た、また爆発して増えるやつ。はい、もう数が増える。キングジャスティス。あかんあかんあかんよ。やっぱあかん。自爆自爆。やめろやめろ。はい、がよっ。プレス。ファイがこれさ、クエスト上倒さなきゃいけないからそんなに強くないよね。見た、また増えんのか。また増えてる。これなんかこういう敵いたよね。いややめてやめて。自爆自爆自爆。そしてファイが3つ撃ってくる。5つ次いて最後にそんなの撃ってくんの。またいっぱい撃つの。ああやっぱりほいで弱っちゃうから、ここからメガ粒子砲。It's over. ボムの魂。 ここまた後でリスキーモブが出るんだよね。はいよ。
This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If the wine needs more than this.
ボムクイーンとかもいたっけ？誰から何を渡せばいいんだっけ。まずは大工ミドの工房に行ってやっぱりね、2回目はこうなんかこう2周目、やっぱり1周目であれだけいろいろ苦労した敵をなんとなく倒せるのは楽しいね、ある程度ね向こうの手の内が分かってるから。71。そういえば最高レベルが100なんだっけ。100まで上げるの大変だろうな。3周ぐらいしなきゃいけないんじゃない。3周目でなるのかな。2周目でも無理なんじゃないかな。まあもちろん雑魚を倒しまくればなるんだろうけど。ゴジェカロンばあさんに断られちゃったんだよね。まかっとき。
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Kuka, not when I can. Only I don't know how. I wish you were here.
Is everything we've received and everything promised?
まあ今更もらったところでね、そんな面白いものないし。
Best of luck out there, Sid.
It told me she was building a ship.
違うカロンだ。カロンばあさんに渡して
Lady Carrot.
あ、しまったメインストーリーの方進めちゃったわ。まあいいや。
Was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
本当に二人ともかっこいいんだからもう。さてと、これで本当にクエストは全部、現時点でのクエストが全部終わったので、じゃあ逃げられたミドの話をしましょうか。
Right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Ned told me she was building a ship.
Really? Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
何自由都市カンベルの知人から奴が支援しているエンタープライズのことを聞いた。わしも後押しするとしよう。だが話によれば無許可の大型船の造船にカンベルの役人どもが嗅ぎ回っているようだ。このままでは手回しした新たな港の建築にも影響が出る。そこでガブ君の力を借りられないだろうか。連中の動きを探るのに一役買ってもらいたい。バイロン。おじさん。
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it.
言ってた。ベネディクトのことだと思うんだけど。ベネディクタ。
But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
これエンディングにつながるんじゃないかな。
Has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you. But we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take
様子見
this
様子見に行くだ
with
け
you.
様子見に行くだけだから
Goods.
Oh, I am
決して破壊しに行くわけじゃないって
sorry. Have
い
you
う
forgotten we're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
大喜びグッズ大喜び
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you,
And
Karen.
glad to have you with us, Goots.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad. Get off!
いつもばあさんのこう命令待ちのグッズがさここばかりはこう自主的に行こう行こうっつって
Understood.
いいね
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
三方にね散ってく
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Dun ーンつってはいよこれはもう強制的にね、自治領域の道を行かなきゃいけないんだけど特に何もないね何も新しいものが発生してないああここからかマップに出してないからここもね結構大変だったような敵がまあいっか行くかレトニ渓谷峡谷ダルメキュア共和国領東部 Stoker。クリスタル自治領へ様子見に行くだけだからね。決してクリスタルは破壊しに行くわけじゃない。
Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Good girl.
これやっぱ女の子だからグッガールって言ってんのかな。アンブロシアは女の子だからグッガールって言ってるように聞こえる。ここ確か詐欺師の2人が出て
Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today. All right. So what do you think?
このクエストもさ続きがあってこの2人を懲らしめる的なクエストあるのかなと思ってたんだけど発生しなかったね。これわざとでも普通はやるよね。
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up.
やめておく。
Not exactly savvy, are you? Fine. Go on. Bugger off then.
やっぱそうだよね。
Really?
もう一回かい。
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them. 結構ね、なんかこのなんていうの軽そうだけどやってることは結構ね残虐非道なんだよね。この2人のやってること。 Sure, I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
なしか。あるんかい。言ったそばから。何が来るの？どこにいるの？いないじゃん。なんかいる？
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
あれ、援軍来なかったような。援軍来た？来てないかな？
Let's go.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side.
Mush.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods.
Zemeckis.
It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominants and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
Then we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sambrec.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sambrec.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrec, Prince Dion.
I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, Your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood? The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. Thanks, Cal. Ambrosia. Time to fight. More refugees.
They're all making for the crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
Safe.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears.
Beets and beans.
wonders from across the water. Come one, come all, feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. You're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Peaches! They're sweet as nectar!
I'll take the large one.
Ah, Good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goots. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Bock lad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
To the checkpoint.
今は本当に位置にまだね活気があるんだよね。これがもうものすごい速さで廃れていくっていう。
Out of my sight, wretch.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass,
but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots's pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive. The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
エルイーズの兄弟もまたいいんだよね。この2人っていうかまだ1人しかいないけど。
Out of my sight, wretch. I've no use for a brandy. You can't even feel
あれ今ここにお店あった。
What are you looking for?
You're welcome anytime.
Peaches and pears.
Come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion.
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you?
Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Remember when half the people coming through here were traders?
Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you something?
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything out of the ordinary recently.
Anything you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away. So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Finest earthenware from the Free City!
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Jug of snake spit for the road.
Come on!
違う、行き過ぎた。ん？
I'll take them now.
Come and taste my peaches! They're sweet!
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Jug of snake spit for the road.
Peaches and pears.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
この辺りはね、やっぱりなんだかんだいろいろこうひどい目に遭ってきたクライブとジルとはいえさ、やっぱりもともとの生まれがさ、育ちがいいからこの子供たちにこう対する接し方、こういう本当に貧困にあえいでいる人間に対する理解力はそこまで高くないんじゃないかな。釣りは悪いことだって。こんなのこの子供たちに言ったところでさ、 明日食べるものすらない人間にスリが悪いこととかそんなんどうでもいいはずなんじゃないかな。これは綺麗に描いてあるけどね、このシナリオは。こんな捨てられた子供たちなんでしょ結局のところ。
You two get caught if you want. I'm off. Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
1周目の時も言ったけど、やっぱり子供たちにこう話を聞くんならさ、食べ物をいくつか買ってこれやるからみたいなのが一番現実的なんではないかと。
That's that then.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
Shit, I'm cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me a good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
ここでもう一人の兄弟が登場。名前は忘れた。
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your
なんだっけ、エリオット違うか。
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
あ、テオドールか。全然違った。テオドール。
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just her back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
まあやってることはさ、今現代の闇アルバイトみたいなのと近いもんがあるからね。うん。 結局さこう人質にみたいにしてこう好きなように、まあ、使い捨てるっていうか、
So,
まあ、最悪だよね。
what's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones and we crush them. You get your trader's pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
使ってる人間たちは全くなんていうの、手が回らないんだからね。
Onza, where are they camped?
子供たちはどれだけ捕まっても、まあ、現代の方が問題なのは捕まってるのがこう子供じゃなくて、いい大人だっていうのが問題なんだけどね。
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leighton's Cleft.
To Leighton's Cleft then.
Leighton's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
Daddy.
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going.
Good girl.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded.
まあ援軍ありきでしょ。多分ね。いた。あ、援軍なしか。あ、まだ続くの。そうだっけ。
Run like the wind.
Hey you!
We got company.
ブレイブなんか唱えるな。分かった。唱えるなってブレイブは。ブレイブかかってる、ブレイブかかってる。ちょっとやめて。やばい。ブレイブめんどくさいわ。回復してから
soldiers.
Fewer now.
まだか。 どっち？上か。
Not a bad haul today, eh?
欲深な野党、悪どい野党。
Recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
Scum.
The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
援軍があるのかな。よいしょ。ちょっと下手すると。一人一人順番に片付けていこうか。終わった終わった。半分ぐらいに出したところで援軍来そうだからな。いててててて。ぼちぼち来そう。来るのか？来ないのか？来ないのか？出てない。
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goods' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it now? Sid. Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
これいいよね。2つで1つになるっていう。
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own.
バイロンおじさんの力が必要だ。
9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
ドン。この本来だったらさ、自分がベアラーだっていうことは多分普通は自分から名乗らないんだろうけど、テオドールはさ、そのことがなんていうかこの兄弟をつなげてる一つの理由なのかな。弟がベアラーだったから、その本来捨てられるはずのこの弟を見捨てられずにしっかりした家だ。確かカンベルかどこかに家があって、その家を捨ててまでこの弟と一緒にその家を出たっていう確か話だったから、テオドールにしてみるとベアラーって名乗ることにまあ意味があるんだろうね。怒ってるよっていう、誇りに思ってるよっていう感覚なんじゃないかと。クエストが発生しちゃったぞ。ちょっと待ってよ。こっちどう？ああ、そっか。まだ倒してないリスキーモブがいるんだよね。でもさ、まだいけないんじゃなかったっけ？この先、こっちか。こっ ちか。この先なんだよね、この先。違う、こっちじゃないな。まあいいか、まだ慌てなくてもいいか。これで話しちゃうと、自治領に行っちゃうから。まあでもこんなもんか。次クエストからかな。ああ、確かこれもまためんどくさいクエストだね。いろいろ引っ張り回されるやつだ。まあいいか、ここにしとこう。ここまで。